Another really important section that some students I see could put a little more effort into, they don't think they have as much control over it, is actually your activities section. So your list of extracurriculars, things that you do outside of class. Extracurriculars truly does mean anything outside of class. The word extra means outside, curricular means class. So if it's a club, an activity, if it's a job, if it's family responsibilities, babysitting, a hobby, I mean everything. So the way that you can put your best foot forward in that section is to be, first of all, as detailed as possible. We don't just want to hear that you were on the soccer team or that you volunteered. What was your role in that club or organization? What was the impact that you had when you were in that organization? Please include as much fun, interesting, awesome detail as possible in that activity section. And don't be afraid to bring your character and your personality to that description too. The more detail that you include in that activity section, the better. And one other thing that I will emphasize is please include things like work and family responsibilities. Because I know there's so many students that have obligations outside of school and they tell me, well, hey, I couldn't be in a lot of clubs, so sorry, I just left my activity section blank. But I know that they were spending a lot of time taking care of family or maybe taking on another job. And those commitments are just as important as any other club or sport or organization that you could be part of. That activity section is telling colleges how do you spend your time and what are the things that you're going to be bringing to that community if you are admitted as a student.
Thinking for now more specifically about the Common Application Activities section, I think the biggest challenge that students run into with this is figuring out ways to get it to fit into the section. You're reporting number of years, you're asked to give a description, you're asked to say if you want to continue it in college. And I find when I work with students on it, it's really easy to get kind of bogged down in the details, or sometimes, something won't quite fit. Try not to do that. We know that happens, and what we're trying to get a sense of is just how you fill your time outside of class. In terms of all of that, try your best, and if you look at it at the end and think this is an accurate representation of how my schedule looks like, then it's going to be great.